Hey friends, it's Sin. I'm back to do another review for 90 Day Fiance The Other Way, Season 2, Episode 10, Forgiven, Not Forgotten. Alright, so we're going to start off with Baby and Ariella, and they are in Ethiopia with Ariella's mother, and this episode they are going to meet Baby's family. Ariella's mother's like, yeah, I need to find out more things about him because I don't know that much, and I'll be able to find out from his family. So they get there and they sitting down to eat. The food looked delicious, by the way. So they sitting down to eat, and Ariella's mother's like, yes, it's so nice to meet you. His brother's there, his sister, well, his two sisters. His family's so cute. So they're all there, and they're like, oh yeah, it's so good to meet you too. We heard a lot about you. They don't look happy to see her at all. Like, I don't know if that's just their expressions, but look, they were saying one thing and thinking something else, because their face was just like, glad to see you. Why are you here? Could you go back home? Like, they just don't even look like they really care about Ariella's mother being there. I don't know about Ariella, but they don't like they really care about her being there. But the meeting does go fine. They feed each other, and they said it's something called Gersha, and it just shows respect. So that all goes fine. They just have concerns. They're like, look, he's already dating an American. That didn't work out well. So we don't really know how this is gonna go. So that's probably why they're not that excited when they're coming to like visit and see them at this little lunch. But Ariella is realizing, she's like, oh no, like his past relationship is affecting this one because they already know he dated an American. So she's realizing that now. Ariella's mother says like some concern. She's like, oh, Binium dances a lot and he dances like to the end of the night. How's that gonna work with having a baby? And the sisters are like, look, yeah, they tell her like in Ethiopia, it is typical for the men to work and for the woman to stay home and take care of the baby. And Ariella's mother's like, I don't know. I hate Ariel's mother. Hate, let's not, get that twisted. But I do understand what she means. She does have a point because Ariella's gonna have a baby, it's gonna be a newborn, and she's gonna be taking care of the baby by herself. And I don't think Ariella's thinking about the fact that at night, probably when the baby's gonna be crying and need a lot, Biniam gonna be out in the club dancing, having a good old time. Well, it's his job, but he gonna be in there dancing, having a good old time, and she gonna be with that baby. So I do think that these are valid points to bring up, but it don't matter because Biniam's not getting a new job, and Ariella is just gonna go along with it because she knew he had this job already. So besides that, for the rest of the episode with Ariella and Biniam, Ariella and her mother go to see Biniam at his dance club, and they go see him perform. So he's dancing, and we find out that the person he danced with is actually one of his ex-girlfriends, who's really cute, and they up on stage. And Ariella's mother is being so shady to Ariella. She's like, oh, she's gorgeous. Oh, she's really pretty. Ooh, she's flexible. Oh, you better be careful because she might be dancing all night long with your man or whatever she was saying. I think basically Ariella's mother is trying to get Ariella to see that it will be so easy for him to cheat on her with this person, how comfortable they are if they're exes, and she really is trying to get Ariella to go back home. I feel like she wants her to just be like, oh, let me go back home and he can just deal with this by himself. But honestly, it is a little strange that he dances with his ex. And at some point during the dance, he smacked her butt, and I was like, oh, look, my mouth actually dropped. They was dancing like whatever, but I was not expecting a dance to include a butt slap. Ariella's mother, Ariella, and my mouth was all on the floor because I was just like, oh, that's what we're doing, Biniam. Got it. Bet you like this job, don't you? So, yeah, I don't know about that. So, after his dance, he does go sit down and he talks to them, and Ariella's mother's just like, okay, that person's your ex, she's really pretty, what happened with that? And Biniam's basically like, he was playing around. Actually, Biniam don't even get to really talk. He tries to say like, oh, I just wasn't being good. I was young. And Ariella just kind of cuts him off. And she's just like, yeah, he was being young and stupid. But I'm like, dang, can Biniam talk for himself? Apparently not. So, yeah, Ariella just basically cuts him off and just says that. But Ariel's mom's like, all right, so you were being young and stupid and you were kind of lying to her about things that were going on would you do that now? Binium's like, no, if Ariella trusts me, I'll tell the truth. But if Ariella doesn't trust me, I'm going to tell little lies. And they sitting there looking like, what? You just admitted you was going to lie? Yeah, he did. So the thing he said happened when he was going out with the cute woman that he dances with. He basically said that somebody wanted to request a song, and that's how they got lipstick on his shirt. And he knew he couldn't explain that because she was jealous, so he tried to wash it out for 3 hours, but it didn't come out. Y'all, is this story making sense to you? I don't know. Binium is always trying to tell stories in a way that it make it seem like he's telling the truth. And he seems like a very kind, shy person. So I feel like they come off as truthful. But I don't believe him. I just feel like, no. You said you were being young and stupid when you dated her. But then you said it was just jealousy. Boy, no. You cheated. I don't know nobody that requests a song and somehow gets lipstick on somebody's shoulder. I've never seen that happen. I mean, it's possible. But I don't believe him. Binium lying. Why don't he just say I was cheating? I mean, I guess that sounds bad, but he was cheating. So, stop lying. But that's really it with them. I think it's very interesting that he's going to be dancing with his ex-girlfriend. And like I said, and I keep saying about them, this is not gonna work. And Ariella gonna be on a flight back to America by the end of this or by the reunion. At some point before the show ends, she's not gonna be dating him. I just don't. I could just see it. I could just tell. Last point. When Binium finished dancing, Ariella's mother was like, oh, I didn't know you had talent. I don't know. Everything she says just comes off condescending. Hate her, like I said. And I'm just like, shut up. Like, just shut up. That's really what I want her to do. Just like, be quiet. Just say that was really good or you're a great dancer. Not, I didn't know you had talent. So why would he be a dancer? Like, what? Lady, she get on my goddamn nerves. She really do. Then it's Devin and Jihoon. We know last episode, Jihoon walked off because he was mad when he was having a meeting with Devin and his family, and he almost hit her in the face with his knee. He was upset the translator wasn't working and everything was going wrong, so he left. So we start there. Devin's just like, you know what? I'm going to leave too. She walk out, and they're kind of like separate, and then Jihoon goes to talk to Devin to see what's going on. And she's just like, this is just ridiculous. You know, she's really upset. And she's like, I don't understand why you weren't giving me the money. Why it's going to your parents' account, you know? And he's just like, you know what? Like, I wasn't taking us serious. We was long distance. And even though you had my baby and you was taking care of my baby and you was figuring out ways for you to move back to South Korea and you was getting an apartment for us. Yeah, I didn't take none of that serious, and I was just, playing around with my friends, and I did save some money, but I wasn't taking us serious because we was long distance. No, we don't know. He was like, I wasn't taking us serious, girl. Why are you so mad? No, he didn't say why you so mad, but he just like, I wasn't taking so serious. Yo, Devin's fuming. Of course she is, because how you not taking her serious when she's deciding to change her whole life for your bum self, right? Like, what are you doing? So he admit this? I guess it's good to tell the truth, but Devin's storm off. She is so upset, and Jihoon just like talking to the camera. He's like, listen, I know I'm trash. I know I was being trashy, but I really have changed. And she don't want to see that. Boy, you just told her you ain't take her serious. You want to give her a second to process before you tell her that she not seeing that you changed. I don't even understand why he said that. I'm like, what, June? So he does get to her and they talk again. And Devin's just like, look, if you want to prove to me that you really care, you change, like you said, give me the money you were saving. Because I need to make sure you're not a liar. Because, he infamous for lying. So Jihoon is really serious about saving his relationship. He runs back into the restaurant. And then he goes to his parents and he goes to his mother and he's like, listen, I need that $3,000 now. So the mother's like, okay. And the father's like, can't we just wait? But they do go to the ATM, they get it out. You get $3,000 taken out of ATM? Like, there's no cash limit? I can't believe he got all that money taken out. But he gets it all out and he gives it to Devin. And Devin basically has a breakdown. Like, as soon as she gives it, because as soon as he gives it to her, because she's just so overwhelmed with the lies and she just feels like she was tricked into moving here, which she was, and scammed, because she was taking this relationship serious from the beginning and he was playing around, even though he did save some money for just in case. He was playing around, didn't really care. That's what he basically said. So she has a little breakdown, and she leave. What else happens is his parents do not agree. Like, the mother is all on Jihoon's side. Like I said, the mother, she coddles him, so she's just like, oh, it doesn't make any sense. She needs to forgive him. That's the past. Lady, it's not the past. He's still telling stuff right now, and also, it don't matter if it's the past. He is a liar and a bum. Like, what? She's ridiculous. Now, the father got some sense, and he's like, well, he wasn't being trustworthy, and he was doing things he shouldn't have been doing. And the mother's just like, goodbye. Yo, she is hilarious, though, honestly. And the father leaves because he just listens to her. Just a mess. But how it ends, they do meet up the next day, and Devin is just like, listen, Jihoon, I'm not playing with you no more. Like, we're not going to be playing these games. I know you gave me the money, but it's not enough. And what you're going to do is you're going to get it together, and if you don't within a month, I'm going back to America. And I won't see you no more. And Jihoon is just like, okay, I will try my best. I hate when people say, I will do my best, try my best. I don't know. That's probably being honest, but it sounds to me like a cop-out. Like, I might not do good, but it was my best. Like, just say, yes, I'm going to work on it. In a month, you will see changes. Not that I'm doing my best. Like, I don't believe that. So, even though he really does want to save this relationship right now, that whole I'm doing my best thing, I feel like that still shows that Jihoon is going to be doing, like, just, he's going to fall back into bummy ways. He hasn't left out of them yet. He just gave over money. But I just see that's going to happen because that's not enough. Then it's Tim and Maylisa. She and Tim Maylisa, as I like to call him. And they're in Colombia. It's like his second day there. Maylisa's making them food, and Tim is just like, oh God, it looks delicious. Oh, it looks so good. Ah, I'm so happy. Yay. Probably just trying to make a nice, happy situation. But Maylisa just don't look like she want to deal with him still. That's basically how it looked. And they had their little breakfast, and they decided they're going to go see Maylisa's parents. But Tim is just worried about how it's going to go because, the mother already know he cheated. And while they're eating their breakfast, Tim starts apologizing and crying because he's thinking about how it didn't only affect Maylisa, but also her family. And I'm just like, boy, but you was just last episode getting defensive and trying to blame it on Maylisa. But now when he brings up her family not caring about him, and probably not want to deal with him because he cheated, now he got tears coming. Like, I was just like, you annoying. You care more about the family, you care about Maylisa because just the day before when you just got there, you was being annoying. Every time I tell you something, it's this, and I just didn't care. And he was getting on my goddamn nerves last episode, and just being garbage. So, I don't know. It's annoying. And honestly, Maylisa sees it's annoying. She's just like, okay. Whatever you say, Tim, I heard it all before. Nobody cares. She's just like, listen, he's cried before, he's emotional, he says these things, but do he really care? We'll see. So they do go see the family. The father does not know that Tim cheated. So he's happy to see Tim. He's just like, why are you here? I thought y'all were moving to America. And Tim's just like, he don't know what to say because he don't want to say I cheated. And he's just like, yeah, it was just better. We work on a relationship here. And the mother just sitting there looking like, you piece of garbage. Yo, she looks heated. And that hair is looking fly. The color, the shine, I'm loving it. But she's not dealing with it. And so the father walks away, and then the mother gets to really talk to Tim. And Tim is just like, oh, I am sorry about what I did. It affected everybody in the family. And, and Maylisa's mother is just like, excuses. Nobody wants to hear it. You're trash. So, like, she's still not forgiving him, as she has the right to. And she looks just, like, very upset. So when the father comes back, he, like, does a toast. They, like, salute. And the mother looks to the side like, why are we toasting to this piece of garbage? I just feel like they should not keep the father out of the loop. And I feel like he's going to be mad that he was being really nice. Not that he has to be mean to him, but that he was being really nice and thinking that everything was fine. And they should just tell him. It would be different if Maylisa didn't tell either of her parents and she just wanted to keep it between her and Tim. But she didn't already tell her mother. They said they're going to tell the father eventually. I feel like, why keep him out of the loop? Just let him know. Because he's just sitting there lost. That ain't right. I'll be mad if I'm in the conversation and confused and toasting to your cheating man. No. Let the man know. tell your father what happened. But I feel like they are going to tell him next episode because they show like a little clip. But that's it with Melisa and cheating to him. I don't even know really why Melisa is still with him. Because honestly, anytime she's with him and we see them on screen, she really don't even look happy. She looks bored and annoyed every time she's with him. I just feel like he shouldn't even move to Colombia and they should break up. Because she really looks completely unhappy and I feel like it's pointless, you know? Break up with that man. He trash anyway. Lastly, it's Jenny and Simi, and they go to meet up with Simi's brother. He recently went and talked to the parents, trying to, get them to be on board with Jenny and Simi. And listen, this conversation is awkward when it starts. It's hilarious. I love when people are awkward have small talk because I can't deal with it because I don't do weird, awkward small talk. But, Jenny's like, oh yeah, it's a nice place, isn't it? And his brother's like, yeah, I've never seen cups like this. Jenny's like, yep, these cups heavy. I'm like, what is this conversation y'all having? What is this? And then the brother's like, all right, let's just get to the point. Let's go and let y'all know that I did talk to our parents, and yeah, they don't care about y'all. They don't want y'all together. They're not on board with this whole Jenny and me thing. And then he sips his tea after he says that. That cracked me up. I'm like, yep, just spill the information that they, the bad news, and then drink your tea afterwards so you don't have to talk. Yeah, that's hilarious. And Jenny, there's nothing wrong with Jenny. Jenny's like, well, I'm not going anywhere, so how do we fix this? What are we gonna do? I'm staying here. I'm like, Jenny, girl, they don't like you. There is no fixing it. But the brother does say, you should have a sit down with our parents and Simi, and we'll all sit down and talk. Simi's looking terrified because he just feels like this talk is going to end with choose Jenny or the family. He doesn't want to choose either one. And Jenny's just like, oh, she kind of looks like she's okay with doing it. But I don't see this going well at all. Simi's brother says they basically not on board because Jenny is way older than him. And yeah, she's old enough to be his mother. Yes, she is. So I can see people being upset with that. If I had a child and they brought somebody old enough to be his dang mother, older than me, I'd be like, excuse me, what are you doing? And what are you doing with my child? That could be your child. So I completely understand why they will be upset about that. But we'll see how this meeting with his family go, because I just don't see this going well. Last season, it seems like his family doesn't want to be filmed though, so we probably won't even see the meeting. We'll probably just have to hear about it afterwards, because I don't think his mother and father want to be on camera. We'll see. But that is it for my recap and review of 90 Day Fiance The Other Way, Season 2, Episode 10. Forgiven, not forgotten. Do y'all think that Ariella and Binium gonna break up like I do? Cause it just don't look like it's gonna work out. And his stories, even though he comes off very sweet, I'm telling you, just don't add up. I think he cheated on that ex, and he most likely cheated on his ex-wife. Let me know what y'all think. All right, bye.